It is time for episode 135 of the most magical game show on earth. Welcome in. As always, I am your host, Bryan Perri, and thank you for coming back. Special thanks to everyone who went online, found me on social media, and left a congratulatory message or comment on my most recent post. I appreciate you all so very much and all of your kind words. I have had 21 days to come up with the 26 trivia questions I'm about to present you with, but I'll be honest, I wasn't focused on Disney Jeopardy the last 3 weeks, but I have been focused on it the last couple of days, so I hope you're ready to ace all 26 clues. You might remember episode 134 ended with Mulan. That's right. And you know what that means? It's kicking off this game. So without further delay, let's take a look at the board and get Disney Jeopardy back on track. Mulan was your final Jeopardy category in 134, so it kicks off this game. The second category is When We Were Old. Your third category is actually a Club DJ member selected category. It's Reprise scenes. Shout out to whoever left a comment a couple weeks ago saying, hey, Bryan, a genius. It's a reprise, not reprise. Learn something new every day. Your fourth category is your theme park category of the week. It's innovation. And finally, your second Club DJ member category is Forgotten Kisses. That's right, 2 Club DJ member categories in this game. That's because of the lengthy delay. Reprise scenes won your first poll with 59%. Forgotten Kisses was the runner-up, and then it picked up the W in its second opportunity, defeating Tron and Mountains. Forgotten Kisses is a category all about the less memorable smooches in Disney history. With that, it is now time for the easiest round of the game, the cupcake round. I missed the cupcakes. Let's see how easy it's going to be. It begins with Mulan for 200. The name Mulan chooses while dressed as a man. Correct answer is Ping.
Try Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo. Gesundheit.
I'd kill myself.
Mushu.
It's Ping. Ping was my best friend growing up.
It's Ping.
Ping. Because Ping did steal my...
I actually thought about making the clue what was the name of Mushu's best friend when he was younger. The answer also would have been Ping, but then I thought, it's a little tough for a cupcake. Let's move on now. Second clue of the game brings us to When We Were Old. At the end of Avengers Endgame, we see Sam Wilson talking to an elderly version of this character. Who is Captain America or Steve Rogers?
Cap? Hi, Sam.
Also, as you can tell, the When We Were Old category has to do with some of your favorite Disney characters when they are older. I had just done a When We Were Young category, so I decided to flip the coin here. We move on to the third category, though. It's reprise. Reprise scenes. I hope I'm saying it right at this point. Elsa accidentally shoots Anna with her ice powers, as adults this time, during a reprise scene of this Frozen song. The answer I'm looking for is For the First Time in Forever. Here comes innovation for 2. When it debuted in 1959, this transportation system became the first of its kind to operate daily in America. What is the Disneyland monorail?
Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard the Disneyland monorail.
Anyone else get goosebumps when they hear the Disneyland monorail voice guy thing? Whatever? No? Just me? Okay, let's move on. Here comes Forgotten Kisses for the first time. Name the 2 characters kissing that causes Abu to react this way. Abu is absolutely disgusted that Jasmine gave Jafar a smooch. Cupcake round complete. We move on to the 400-point round. Now it's a little tougher, but you already know that. Here comes Mushu. Mushu? Here comes Mulan for 4. Mushu cooks this for Mulan and wakes her up by exclaiming, "Look, you get blank." What is porridge?
Look, you get porridge, and it's happy to see you. Hey, get out of there.
On to When We Were Old for the second time. In Meet the Robinsons, young Lewis meets the older version of himself who goes by this first name. The name I'm looking for is Cornelius.
I think you're just going to have to get back to that science fair and find out for yourself.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
That's because we are one smart kid.
On to Reprise for the second time. Tarzan ends with a reprise of this song. What is Two Worlds? On to Innovation for 4. This Disney attraction made history when it opened as the world's first tubular steel track roller coaster. Totally tubular, bruh. I feel like I'm Otto Rocket. The correct answer I'm looking for is the spinal adjustment attraction of the Matterhorn bobsleds.
Welcome to a most exciting adventure, a breathtaking bobsled ride down the icy slopes of the majestic Matterhorn.
Spinal adjustment or not, I wouldn't have it any other way. Let's move on. Finish off the 4s with another forgettable kiss. At one point during Pinocchio, Geppetto's pet fish kisses his pet cat. Name the 2 characters. Well, after Cleo was trying to smooch Figaro quite a few times in the film, it was the cat who actually jumped into the tank and gave her a smooch because Pinocchio was a real boy.
We like boy. This calls for a celebration.
Here come the 600-pointers. We begin with Mulan. The type of pet Shan Yu has. I believe the correct answer is a falcon, but if you said a bird, have at it.
Shan Yu. Nice work, gentlemen.
We're moving on to When We Were Old for 6. In Lightyear, Buzz Lightyear meets Zurg and discovers that inside the suit is an older version of this Toy Story character from another timeline. The only bigger bomb than the box office numbers that Lightyear produced was this twist, the fact that Buzz Lightyear is actually also Zurg.
Who are you? Now that's the question. You look good, Buzz. Dad? Guess again.
Halfway point of the game brings us to reprise scenes. This screenshot occurs during a reprise in this Disney film. What is Beauty and the Beast?
I want adventure in the great wide somewhere.
We're more than halfway through the game. It's Innovation now for 6. The world's first Disney coaster to go upside down. Careful here. Well, I told you to be careful because I'm sure a lot of you guessed Rock and Roller Coaster. You'd be wrong. That is incorrect. Maybe some of you even guessed California Screamin', R.I.P. California Screamin', and the Incredicoaster. That is also wrong, because the correct answer brings us all the way to the other side of the Earth, to France and Disneyland Paris. The correct answer here is Space Mountain.
T548, log on to Google. On lift off.
Space Mountain.
the greatest adventure in the universe. Only at Disneyland Paris.
Let's finish off the sixes with Forgotten Kisses. At the end of Cinderella, the princess kisses this character on top of his head for retrieving one of her glass slippers from the staircase. It'll be, what, Mr. Charming? King Charming? Is his name King Charming? I never thought about it. Anyway, it's Prince Charming's dad. "15 clues are down. I hope you're enjoying the return of Disney Jeopardy. And what's so exciting is that if you're looking forward to more categories, you'll be getting some in 7 days when episode 136 comes out. Let's move on to the 800-point round. It's Mulan again. The name of the film's purple cricket. The answer is Cricky. I want to say it like Steve Irwin, like crikey. But I don't think it's pronounced like that. I think it's just Cricky.
Yep, this cricket's a lucky one.
Here comes When We Were Old for 800 points and a clue that really grinds my gears, I guess you could say. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker inexplicably brings back this elderly character from the dead and positions him as Rey's grandfather. Well, I think I've mentioned it a few times on this show. I love The Force Awakens, and then The Last Jedi just took everything good about The Force Awakens and was like, yeet! And then everything went downhill from there. The Rise of Skywalker just tried to clean up the mess and didn't do a great job of doing so. The answer here is Emperor Palpatine. Here comes Reprise for 8. Read my lips and come to grips with reality are lyrics sung by this villain during a reprise. Oh, we already referenced this scene, this very scene pretty much, earlier in the show. The correct answer is Jafar.
Read my lips and come to grips with reality.
It's innovation for 8. Rides like Pirates of the Caribbean and Living with the Land utilize a boat system. And Disney first tested with this attraction at the 1964 World's Fair. Everybody say it with me. I love Small World. Or if you've had a few of these, I love Small World is what this says. That is the correct answer. It's a Small World laid the foundation for so many iconic Disney attractions that utilize the boat system. And if you love Small World, you can get this now on the Bunny Clip Shop on DisneyJeopardy.com. That's right. For all you people who pick up on the inside joke of this hippo animatronic who looks like he's had one too many. It's very niche. I know, it's very niche, but figured it had to go on this site. All right, let's finish off the 800s with a forgettable kiss. This Disney prince and princess couple share a kiss quicker than any other royal pairing as they smooch less than 30 minutes into their film. I feel like they also kiss more than any other pairing. I feel like they're constantly kissing in the movie, at the beginning and the end of the movie. The correct answer is Prince Naveen and Princess Tiana.
Look at it. Just look at it. Okay.
20 clues are down and 6 remain, including Final Jeopardy. But before we get there, you know what time it is. It is time for the most overly dramatic, soundtrack infused, unnecessarily spotlighted part of the game, the 1,000-point round. Hit it! It is good to be back. I was a little rusty on that one, but like I said, it's been 21 days. Let's get this 1,000-point round started with Mulan. Reflect before you snack. Act. As part of this, something Mulan has to recite for the matchmaker. – What is the final admonition?
Recite the final admonition.
Fulfill your duties calmly and respectfully. Reflect before you snack. Act.
Mulan's arm giving me flashbacks to my time in high school. Here comes when we were old for the final time. The name of the woman who domesticates a fox for the early part of its life and then decides it's a good idea to abandon it in a forest during the Fox and the Hound. Could easily be my least favorite character in Disney history. The correct answer is Widow Tweed. Can't stand her because of what she did to Todd and save me the, oh, well, Amos was going to come and try to kill him anyway. Well, you know what? She's got a car. So she can drive someplace and drop Todd off at someone's house, perhaps a shelter or something. But no, she says, let me take the domesticated fox and drop him in the forest. Look at him. Oh, get out of your warm bed. You're going out into the cold. Yep. No. The worst. She's the worst. They should have her leading Boo to You at Magic Kingdom. She should be a meet and greet character at the Oogie Boogie Bash in Disneyland. That is a villain. Can't stand her. Bunny can't stand her either. Let's move on to reprise scenes for 1,000. If he's lying, don't come crying. Name the he the character singing is referring to during this scene. Well, the character singing is Mother Gothel, but that is not the answer I'm looking for. No, we look back at the clue and it says, name the he she's referring to. That would be Flynn Rider.
He's lying, don't come crying.
Here's innovation for 1,000. This attraction became the first in Disney history to include a photo portion of the ride that allowed guests to buy photographs of themselves riding. The Journey into Imagination actually did have a photo section back in the 80s, but it wasn't a section where guests could purchase the photo. They just saw themselves pop up on a photograph that was taken during the ride. No, the first time you could buy the souvenir was on Splash Mountain. Final clue on the board before Final Jeopardy belongs to Forgotten Kisses. Donald Duck gets a big kiss during this Brazilian sequence as part of this Disney feature animation film in the 1940s. Well, it's likely down to 2 if you know anything about Donald in the 1940s. Was it Saludos Amigos or was it the Three Caballeros? The correct answer is the Three Caballeros.
Pra mim? Oh, meu bem!
25 clues are down, and just one remains. Just so happens to be the one clue of the game that will ultimately determine how proud of yourself you will be just for the next 7 days. It's not that long. Not that long. So if you get it wrong, you can get redemption soon enough, but don't get it wrong. Get it right. So without further delay, it's time to spin that wheel, and find out what the Final Jeopardy category is all about. Let's spin the thing. Well, that was another close one. We have landed on 2011's Winnie the Pooh. I have done 2 Winnie the Pooh categories in the history of this show, but that was just a general knowledge about the Winnie the Pooh franchise. This category will be all about the film from 2011. So, if you think you're knowledgeable about that, make a big fat wager right now. Let's read the final clue of episode 135, all about 2011's Winnie the Pooh. This actress sang the film's theme song. Good luck. And time is up. I did some research to see what other roles this actress may have had in Disney productions, and quite frankly, there were not much, which is a surprise to me because she's so funny and she was so good on New Girl. Correct answer is Zooey Deschanel.
Hi, I'm Zoe Deschanel, and I'm singing a few songs in the new movie starring everyone's favorite bear, Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, every little caviar stuff.
And that does it for episode 135 of Disney Jeopardy. We've got Air Bunny here. Why are your wings out, Bumbo? Anyway, that does it for episode 135 of Disney Jeopardy. Thank you so very much for coming back and supporting the show. Without your support, this show would not be possible, and you know that, Club DJ members. You guys voted in 2 different polls, as seen right there. We're back to 1 poll per week, and this is what it is this week. What will join Winnie the Pooh in episode 136, dropping a week from today? Let your voice be heard right now. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I appreciate you all so very much. I'm so excited to be back. And now, you know the deal. If you like what you saw, do me a favor, subscribe, click that bell icon. Hello, bell. Hello, bell. There we go. This way you're notified every time we come out with brand new content. I've been your host, Bryan Perri. I will see you in just 7 days. Disney Jeopardy is back, baby. Couldn't be happier. All right, it's not that boring. Jeez.
Bye-bye.